Playtime.
God, I took your bitch in the party. God, who that be flags Martian? God, who that don't flick in the cut? God, who got them freaks in the truck? God, then diamonds go hit like a bitch on a bitch ass bitch. Bitch, you a wanna be caught. Red bottom MJ moonwalk on a bitch. Moonwalk.
Everybody, so cool here. I'm coming to you guys with my whole losing my virginity video. So I asked you guys on Instagram what subject did you guys want me to speak about, and everybody keeps saying they want to hear about the time that I lost my virginity. So, we're not even gonna just sit here and talk that much. Let's just go and get right into the video. When I lost my virginity, I was 14. Yes, I was 14. So it was a boy named Jamal. He lived in my neighborhood. I used to live by Alexander Park. One day I had seen him at the Walnut Rec, and he was there with his sister, Janae. And I don't know, we all became friends or whatever. And we ended up going home one day, and while we were walking home, I'm walking my way home. I've seen him at the rec, but I've never seen him like around our neighborhood. So when we're going home, I'm like, I keep walking home. So I'm like, where you guys going? And they're like, we're going home too. I was like, oh, you guys live this way? And then that's when they was like, yeah, we live in them apart. Oh. That's when they was like, we live in them houses by the park. So I'm like, y'all live in what houses by the park? And they was like, the ones right behind it. And I'm like, my houses? So then that's when I was like, okay, so I'm walking with them. And I don't believe them. I felt like they was just saying that they lived in my neighborhood just because. But I went ahead and I followed them. And then I found out they really do live there. They went to their house. And there was like this car van thing in front of the house. So that's how I thought I was going to remember it. So I think like the next day or the day after, he invited me over. And I couldn't find the house because the car wasn't in front of the house. So when I had went to go find them, I couldn't. So I went home and I stayed home. And then the next day I seen them at the rec. So I think this was a Friday. And I had ended up finding the house because he wrote the house number on my hand at the reg. And then when I went over there, I met his mom. I introduced myself. I let her talk to my mom. Me and him sat there and we played Minecraft on his PlayStation. Yeah, his PlayStation. And we had ended up playing the game. His mom had to go to work. His older sister had to go to work. And then his younger sister is always going to her friend's house. So it was just me and him there. And y'all, when I say... So me and him, I ended up saying I wanted to see his room. So then we went upstairs to his room. And I don't know, from there it's just like things just start to get like way more serious. So me, I'm not a person that likes to be bored. So I'm like, let's do something. He's like, we can go downstairs and play the game again. I'm like, that's boring. He said, let's play like one of them old school games like Never Have I Ever or something. And I said, let's play Truth or Dare. So we ended up playing Truth or Dare, and then that's when the questions started to get like way crazy. So he asked me, he was like, he asked me Truth or Dare. I said truth. He was like, are you really gay? And I was like, yeah. So then that's when I had asked him, because he said truth too, and I was like, are you really straight? So he was like, I don't know. And I'm like, bitch, you got him. So then that's when I was just like, trying to be cute. So, he ended up like sitting in like his laundry basket. I think that's what that was, or laundry bucket, whatever the fuck it was. He was sitting there and he had turned on his TV show. So then I'm sitting on my little phone. He's sitting on his phone. But then I hear something from his phone. All I heard was, oh. I was like, is that porn? And he tried to say, so he started laughing. I'm like, let me see. I want to see. So then he ended up letting me see, and I'm like, I can do that way better than her. And he was like, no, you can't. And I was like, okay. So then that's when I ended up looking down and I seen it. And I thought it was small, then I touched it. And when I touched it, I took it out. And it was big. So then I started touching it more. When I started touching it more, he was like, would you suck it? And I was like,
it was over.
So I started doing that. And then that's when he was like, turn over. And I was like, it's too big. It's gonna hurt. He was like, I'll go slow. And I was like, okay. So I ended up losing it to him that way. But like from then, it was like he was my boyfriend. He wasn't my boyfriend, but it was like he was my boyfriend because I went to his house every day. He came to my house almost, like with the days I didn't come to his house, he came to my house. We did stuff at my house. We did stuff at his house. And yeah, it was just like, this is happening. Period. That concludes this video. That was the time. And that's my virginity. So guys, don't forget to subscribe, comment and like on this video down below. Period. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, you need to follow me now. It's in the description down below. Shoulder bop, 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 boppity bop, bop. Period. I'm done.